Welcome back to our talk tonight. For now, North Syracuse High School's production of The Wiz will go on, despite threats from parents and some students to boycott the musical because there are no black students cast in lead roles. The musical retells the story of the Wizard of Oz, borrowing from the African-American culture. We heard from North Syracuse Superintendent Kim Dice-Fawcett earlier in our newscast. Right now, we are joined by the president of the local chapter of the NAACP, Preston Fagan. Mr. Fagan, good to see you.
Good to be here.
What is your reaction to all of this?
At first, when it first came out, and I was first notified of it, I was shocked. I was appalled. I didn't feel that something was wrong. Maybe you're not getting the full story straight. And once we dug in, and she gave me all the information that she had, and explained her procedures and what she did.
You're referring to the superintendent or who?
I'm actually
the mother.
The mother.
To the mother.
Right,
okay.
Latrice. When she came to me. And so we sat down and we talked, and I said, okay, why don't you come in and talk to my executive committee and we will look into this. We looked at all what she presented, and she did everything correct. It was just, it was a lot of nerve of the school district just blowing her off because she was trying to handle it in-house.
Without going public.
Without going public and without notifying NAACP. She just came to NAACP because she said, hey, I did everything I can do. I need some help.
Let's listen to Latrice Titus, where she talked after last night's board meeting.
When you choose to do a play, a black play, especially at a predominantly white school, you have to be culturally aware of what you're presenting. How do you portray a message of a black play with an all-white cast? There's not one black student. That's wrong.
And Preston, do you agree with her? Is the school in the wrong here?
The school was wrong. However, at this point, what Latrice has said is correct. Rehashing what she said isn't going to move this problem forward. Now I think it's time to move forward. And how do we go from there? And what needs to happen is that the school district and the students, along with Latrice, need to sit down and have an honest discussion about what happened, what occurred, so it doesn't happen and occur again. That's what needs to be done. She is correct. It is appalling. I mean, it's a lot of nerve to take on African-American play, not having at least one African-American taking the lead in the play.
Was her daughter capable of carrying a lead role?
According to the mother, I don't know the daughter's skills. According to the mother, she was okay that her daughter may not have had the skills to take a lead. However, she felt strongly there had to be another African-American student that was.
Does it seem odd to you that in this day and age we're having these sort of affirmative action conversations? I mean, we're in 2013 now. You know,
for me, I'm in civil rights every day. Yeah. I see oppression against individuals on a daily basis. So for me to see this, no, I'm not surprised at all. For others who may not come in contact daily, they're going to be shocked. You're going to have some people say you're pulling the race card, and you're not pulling the race card. It's about race. I mean, let's call it what it is. But it's not that someone is throwing the race card out.
So do you think that her daughter was excluded because of her race from being a lead in the play?
I'm not saying that maybe she was excluded because of race, but one thing about it, it was race that didn't put her in the spot. So we have to think, what was the ulterior motive behind the whole thing, and why pick the Wiz? If you had that attitude that there was no qualified African-American students for the play, why was the Wiz picked? They could have went to the Wizard of Oz.
Well, The Wiz is a much better show than The Wizard of Oz. I mean, what young person wants to do The Wizard of Oz in high school?
But
who would go see it?
But get this, what made The Wiz was the African-American culture.
Definitely.
And that's what's going to be missing out of this play.
Yeah. Thank you,
We'll
Preston
be watching
Fagan.
it. Preston, thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thank you.
We appreciate you joining us for the talk tonight. Many of you commented on our Facebook page. Yeah, don't walk away with that. Just hey, sit right back down, Preston, for a second. We'll get you off the set. He's ready to go. He's got dinner waiting at home, I think.
You can always leave your comments on our Facebook page. We would love to hear from you tonight.
Okay, let's head outside and get to the weather. Then we're going to let Preston get out of here. Wayne, what's the latest? I know.